Cessna C400.
Oh, yeah. I'm not familiar with it.
Hi there, good people of the
Okay,
world.
defrag
Welcome
that
to
is
another video and
on.
stream.
Yes, he
There
is.
are
You in the
already
room,
people on.
Matt?
Yes,
he's
I
in.
am here. What? Just wait a
Uh,
second. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. Wait, I'm gonna be back in about
Okay.
10 milliseconds.
He's sharing his screen, so just have a look at it when you get back.
Hello there, good people of the world. Welcome to another video and
I'm
stream.
just
Tonight
gonna
we're
go
going to
to the
continue the
airport
Pacific
that he
Edge tour,
says.
and I have a new toy, which is the Britten Norman Islander BN2 from what's it called, the Black Box
If Matt can't help you out,
Simulations,
then
and
I'm
I'll
not sure what
try
to
out
tell you.
that one. So I'm going
I'm
to
not
switch
familiar
over
with what you're doing there with those cyan
Yeah,
colored
I was
dates.
always
Discord,
able
so you're going to be able to
to
listen to
adjust
the
it
other
because
guys as well.
there are sometimes when we're flying in a mountainous region, I would need to elevate it higher because you would be at a higher elevation. So
All right.
I
Well,
would
the
always
first,
be doing that.
I could tell you the first leg today, you only need about 3,000 feet to clear the terrain. You back, Matt?
I am. What's the question?
Well, it'd probably help if you looked at his stream. He's streaming in Discord.
Okay. Wait a second.
And then
Let's
go
see.
ahead, Amal, to see if you could explain it to him.
Right. So you
I
see
can see it.
you see these boxes, the visual assistance boxes.
Yes.
How do I adjust the elevation? Because I normally would be able to do it in this tablet, but it's not working anymore. I don't know.
Usually, it depends on what kind of altitude you have configured in your flight plan. But
Yes, but regardless of that, I normally would be able to adjust it manually.
okay. Well, I'm
Yeah,
never really using these boxes except in very rare circumstances when I'm trying something really stupid. But no, I have no idea. And I mean the fact alone that it runs through a mountain seems to be a little bit weird. I'm not sure. I have no idea. If you change the altitude in the flight plan, that doesn't change anything. It does not adjust the boxes at all.
no.
Okay. Well then, maybe it's a bug. I mean, it is supposed to be. If you, yeah, I have no idea. I'm sorry. I really don't know.
Okay.
But I'm really not using these boxes a whole lot. So what are we gonna do tonight anyway? It's been 2 weeks since I've done some proper flying. There's so much going on. MPDA. Let's take a look. I have bought a new toy, and maybe if I'm lucky, Vinny, I might be able to actually load a flight plan because I bought the Britten Norman Islander from Black Box Simulations, and that one is a 2024 plane. So I'm gonna give it a try tonight. We'll see how it goes. It's not exactly as fast as the Kodiak because it's a piston engine, but I like bush planes, and that one looks pretty promising. MPDA, and it's cheap as well. It just costs like 20 euros. Enrique Malek. There we go. We'll see. So how are you guys doing?
Good so far.
Long time no talk.
As well as can be expected for an old man.
That's good. Good enough, I guess. You're still here. I appreciate that. Let's see. I need some ramp, small parking, departure. And what is going to be our destination for today? Let's see. We have of course, we want to take a look at the Panama Canal because we're going to fly past it. Might be interesting. And then Tucumán International. Let's go put that into the stream so if there's anybody viewing except ourselves that They're gonna be able to listen in to actually see what we're doing. Cap Scarlet. So we're gonna transition over to Colombia, I guess, today. Oh, let's see. It's not that far away. 90 miles, 86 miles, 61 miles.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna put in Tucumán as the destination initially. And that is Mike Papa Tango Oscar. It's 12 in the afternoon. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. The only thing that I've tried after I bought the Britain, the Islander, I just started it once. I have no idea how this thing works yet, but it does have a Garmin system, so it should not be too difficult to get the basics. We'll see. But it looks very nice. They've done a pretty good job with the model. You're already in the air, Amal. Where are you? Where are you flying? Can't really see here. In case you want to talk to us, you have muted your mic. Can't see it. I am Vinny. Did you notice an extreme loading times lately? Because I have all kinds of trouble with just loading this sim. It takes forever. Okay. Since this is a 2024 plane, I'm going to have to remove all this stuff here. There's the pitot cover and the engine cover. What else? What is this? This is the control. Some kind of control lock. That should do it. Turn it all off. I have not yet put in some additional levers onto my because this is a two engine plane. I should, if I'm going to fly this more often, I'm going to have to put in some additional levers onto my Bravo throttle quadrant. But for now, hello there, Atingo.
Hello. How's it going?
Good to see you. I cannot complain. I could, but I won't. So it's very hot here in Germany. So let's see. How about yourself up there in? I think you were in Sweden, right?
Yeah, we have Sweden.
Yeah.
It's
Should be pretty warm there as well. Not as hot as in Germany usually, but still pretty nice weather. I have no idea how this thing works yet, so I'm just going to use the auto start. Let's hope for the best. I have bought the from Black Box Simulations, the Britain Norman Islander. Let's see how this works. Master Avionics. What is this? Nav lights, blah. Beacon lights. No, we don't need no cabin lights. How about that here? No external supply. Oh, we might want to open the fuel valves. That might be a good idea. What else? That looks good. Flaps are up. Let's activate the fuel pump. And hit the switch. Let's see if this works.
Ah, you have some Garmin glass.
Yeah, that you can have the steam gauge version as well. It's included in the package, but currently I'm just trying to get to grips with the plane, so it makes things a little bit easier.
I see you're going to be winging it this week.
Probably. But it doesn't turn on. Did I forget something? Blah blah blah. Mags are on. Stutter. Right. Weird. Thing is open. Maybe. Did I forget to pull something? Let's get out of the plane again. Maybe I forgot to remove something. Nope. I did. Oh, my label is flickering. The tail thing here doesn't look. I mean, this is version 1.0.0, so I expect bugs, but I have been able to get this into the air. Maybe I should fly the Kodiak and explore this thing another time. Nah, well, I'm going to switch the plane. It's just going to take too long here. Where is my Kodiak? Also, initially I had problems downloading this thing. I'm not sure what the problem was. Did it happen to you at one point that you were trying to download the file using one browser, but it wouldn't work, and because the download archive would be kind of corrupted, and then you download. I tried it several times. Usually I'm using Firefox, but in that particular case, I just were not able to download an archive that was not corrupted. Then I switched over to Google Chrome, and then it worked magically. I have no idea why. Is there some kind of download accelerator within Firefox? Does anybody know that?
No, I always use Chrome, so I have no idea what happens if you don't.
Okay. Well, that is the wrong airport. I have to switch to the one that I'm supposed to be at, MPDA. There we go. What is the preferred runway currently? 22? Vinny, did you figure that out yet? Usually you do. No, you didn't. Okay, so I'm going to...
Actually, I knew before, and now I forgot, so I'm checking.
Okay, just to be quick here, it's 13, let's put time to some 9 in the morning, and let's just get down there and load up the sim.
It's 22, isn't it?
Well,
Probably.
the weather's out of 230, so yeah, 22. Now it looks like there's a 22 and a 22R.
Mm-hmm. The weather doesn't look too good. It's pretty cloudy here. Okay. At least in this plane, I know what I'm doing. a little bit.
Pause system test. Okay.
What is the temperature? 27 degrees. Oh dear. We don't need any pitot heat. Okay, takeoff trim. Flaps 20. Lights are on. Generator on. Alternator on. Oh, dude. Turn off the starter. That all looks fine and dandy. So, 22 you said. Let's take a look at the map. So if I am turning around, I should make a left turn and then... So which one are we going to use? The right or the left? The right should be good enough because it's a smaller one.
Sure.
Yep. Let's go ahead and go there. We have someone else. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that works. We have someone else flying with us, I guess. Did I forget something? What the heck? My plane's not moving. Somebody else is here, is visible on the map. Ace driver, and who else? Parabolic, that's you, Artingo, I guess.
Yes.
Control freak. We're missing Jim today, but... Well, let's go to 22 right. There's collected tick 27. I haven't seen him before. If you are watching the stream, welcome. Otherwise, you will... well, if you're watching the stream, you're welcome to join the Discord channel. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to hear me anyway. And he's flying a jet. The Vision Jet. Oh, 22 right is has an X on it, is a strike through, so to speak. So we're not going to start from that one. We'll behave.
That would be bad luck.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Bad mojo, bad juju, whatever it's called. Is that Amal? What kind of are you Ace driver too? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I did not hear you. You unmuted, but I wasn't able to hear you.
You can stop sharing your screen, Amal, if you want. Unless you want to keep doing it. That's fine too. Did you see his name lighting up, Matt, and he couldn't hear him? Is that what's
I
going on?
did not see the name lighting up, but I just saw that he unmuted himself. So something happened.
Well, he remuted himself now. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we're just going to take off. I mean, everybody can catch up easily, so.
Yeah, and he can sort his mic out while flying.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hearing me now?
Oh, yes.
5x5.
6x5. You're ice driver, right? Or are you not?
Yes.
Yes, you
I
are.
just changed my name.
Very,
Please,
very good. It's easier for me for guys like me with limited memory. So, are you going to join us here on 22? Or should we just take off and you're going to catch up? He's muted again. Okay, let's take off, Jim. Jim.
Yeah, I'll catch up. I'm working at the same time.
Okay. Vinny and Artingo. So let's go.
Let's go.
Are you guys using real weather?
Yes, for me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. It's very gloomy.
Yes, it is. Okay. Are you gonna head into? I forgot to set my flight plan again as usual. Oh no. Good story.
Oh, just follow me
You
as
just
usual.
absolutely. I'm gonna let you overtake me here.
I'm turning left.
Mm-hmm. Did you just call me Juju? Where is it? Oh, there's another. There's this weird. You don't seem to have floats today. Something is off.
Well, I was going to ask you because I had occasion to clear my rolling cache today, and I wondered if it would fix my appearance of my plane to you, and apparently it did.
I'm not sure that your rolling cache has anything to. I cleared. I'm not sure what I did, but the.
Oh, maybe you did something.
Probably. I mean, it's my client. But, you know, there's nothing really, there's no logic, there's no explanation for most of the stuff here, so. I like to see whatever kind of plane you have, if you have floats or not, it doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Nope. So let's activate the autopilot for a second. The next part of the leg is the next destination is MPSM. Okay, I'm going to put that in here.
And if you have real weather on, you're going to need about 5,000 feet, and you won't know that because you won't be able to see.
Okay. MP.
Heading right into the clouds here.
Oh, for crap. At some point, I will need to get some kind of Garmin replica. I'm sure there are some appliances out there. It's really annoying to have to put in all of this with a mouse. So let's activate nav. And you said like 5,000 feet. Okay. Let's put that in
Yeah,
here.
that should do it.
And some vertical speed, like 1,200. It's good enough. And some yaw damping. And we're going to reduce the RPM to 2,000. We're going to do it by the book today. And some torques around 1,200 something. There we go. Flaps are up. Oh, yes. There are clouds. My God. Let's take a look at the radar. There's a little bit of weather coming up ahead. Not too bad. No real thunderstorms, but some dense clouds. Might be rainy. So anything interesting happened in the last 2 weeks? Did you have any nice flights, group flights, anything interesting?
Well, I flew the Cessna Sunday fly-in, which was relaxing.
Okay.
Very nice.
And where was it? Where was the flight? At which location?
I'm trying out a new setup on my mouse here, so I'm going to be a little late coming back to you sometimes until I get used to it.
Okay.
I downloaded some software that allows me to remap the buttons on my mouse to anything I want, including key sequences. So I'm using the front and back buttons, I guess they're called, on the mouse to zoom in and out with the Windows magnifier.
Mm-hmm.
And that caused me to move my Discord actuator, my key up, to the roller
Okay.
on top. That's a
scroll
button
wheel.
also, and so I have the scroll wheel, exactly. And I have to press that down in order to key up on Discord now. Taking some getting used to, but I'm getting used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And on the Sunday flight, I'm trying to remember where we went. I have to check the plan.
It's not that important, but I mean, you would remember if it was so significant and so awe-inspiring that it was if it was very special, you'd remember, I guess. But if it was nice, then it's good.
Oh, that's right. It was in the Northwest in the U.S. We started out in Seattle and went south.
Okay. There was another bush flight which you did not take part in, I think, where Cobra was he had again found an extraordinary canyon run, which was and that one was even tighter than the one before that I took a video of, and during that flight the Kodiak was even too fast and not nimble enough to do all the canyon runs. So that flight plan is awesome as well. I'm not going to replicate that in a video, but it was another great flight. So there are pretty cool canyons actually that you can fly through here, and I think it's also I might want to try that in 2020, but I think the photogrammetry part of 2024 is a little bit more advanced, so the canyons look better in the new sim here. It was awesome. That was so memorable that I remember. And it was in the States somewhere, in the United States. I think it was somewhere in Colorado. No, that was the one before. That one, the last one that we did was in Spain, I think. And that had some great canyons as well.
Well, we're not going to be doing too much sightseeing today unless we turn this weather off, I think.
Yeah, let's do that, because I can't see anything.
It's miserable.
And that's true. I'm going to switch to what do we have here? Maybe few clouds. That's always nice.
That's exactly what I was going to do. A few clouds.
It looks more realistic and more lively, but still good enough to do sightseeing. And I can reset my rudder, which is nice.
Great to see anything other than the color gray.
Yeah, it is.
We're turning our weather off.
There's a nice lake down there. I was visiting with my family the weekend before the last one. I was visiting the highest mountain in Germany, which is the Zugspitze. It's around 12,000 feet, something like that. And there are a couple of lakes around that particular mountain, which really has an extraordinary turquoise, bluish tint, something like it almost looks like Bora Bora. And it does not really make sense, because in Germany you usually have rather brown or dark green lakes, but that one, because of I'm not sure what the actual reason is, but it seems to have something to do with, I'm not sure what the English word for this is, but it's got a very low amount of algae. You know what I mean? And so the water is very blue, and the ground is very light. It's some very light gray. So you have an awesome color of the water. It looks so clean. You always want to, you almost want to drink it. Although there were many people in there who had all kind of sun blockers on, which means that the water was pretty oily and it was overcrowded with people because it was hot, but it still looked very nice. So some of these lakes look pretty similar here. And there were these. You have if you want to go if you want to climb this mountain, you can do it, but on foot. So it takes about 8 hours. You can go from some kind of base camp down in a city, which is called Garmisch-Partenkirchen. That's at the base of the mountain, and then you can do some kind of hiking if you want to, like 8 hours to 10 hours with different approaches with varying difficulties, but of course, I cannot do it with my small kids, so we used a cable car. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but the thing that goes to the top of the mountain, on a steel rope. Is that called a cable car?
You mean like the things they have at the ski slopes to get you up and down the mountain?
Exactly. What's that called?
Yeah, there is a word for that, and it's escaping me right now, too.
A cable car is something like a street car, right? The thing, for example, in San Francisco, that's a cable car.
Or a streetcar, yeah. Streetcar named Desire.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. The thing that can bring you to the top of the mountain. And these things are crowded.
Ski lift?
Well. Yeah, a lift basically, but a huge one with a cabin. It's a cabin lift basically, and you have about 100 people that go in there, and they can basically bring 1,000 people per hour to the top of the mountain, and it is so freaking crowded up there, you can hardly move. Unless you go very early or very, very late, but during noon time when people start to go to the restaurant there and eat stuff, and it is hell on earth, and it does not. I went there once. Now my kids have seen it. I have seen it. My wife have seen it, and we decided to not ever go there again unless it's some sometime off season maybe. But that was it was hilarious. And there's if you want to go to the top of the mountain, actually there's the peak, and the peak has a cross on it, as many peaks do, and there's a small path that you need to go to the peak, but it's not very secure. It's you need to basically climb that path, and so many people go up to this place and have sandals or some kind of weird shoes that you cannot climb with. But all these people need to be they're actually building a second cross on the peaks that's more easily, that you can reach more easily, because there are all these tourists going up there who do not have the proper equipment to climb onto a mountain. So that's kind of ridiculous, doesn't it? Isn't it? I mean, they build a second cross on the peak just to make tourists be able to take some photo. Anyway, but other than that, the area is very nice. I like it, and the lakes were nice.
It's pretty efficient, though. Build a second.
Absolutely, yes.
Sightseeing. Yeah.
But that's not what I'm looking for. Well, if I want to see some really nice sights, I'm not looking for tourists here. But that's just how it is. I mean, it's the biggest mountain in Germany, so it's a tourist magnet.
How high is it?
Yeah, like 12,000 feet. In meters, it's 2,900 and I'm not sure, 60 something meters.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's not by far not the highest peak in the Alps. There are much higher mountains, but it is actually, the peak is being divided between two nations, Austria and Germany, because you have the border cross exactly above the peak. So you can go up from Germany, you can take the lift from Germany and take another lift and go down to Austria. So that's kind of funny. And you can take a look if the weather is good. We've had clear skies on that day. You were able to take a look at 4 countries at the same time. Italy, which is in the south, Switzerland, which is in the west, Austria, which is closer in the south, and Germany, of course, in the north. So that's awesome. So you can take some kind of panoramic photos that include 4 countries at the same time.
Very, very cool. That's what a trip. So you can go by foot to different countries.
Exactly. Basically, I mean, there's the border actually crossing along the peak. You can set you're putting your feet. You can stand in 2 countries at the same time. Your left foot is in Germany and the right foot is in Austria. Basically, it's hilarious.
Cool. Yes. One more thing for my bucket list.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But please do me the favor and go there at a time that is not noon. Go there as early as you can or as late as you can. Take the last lift up there, and then it's not going to be as crowded. Or do it somewhere when off season, maybe in the winter time, because then you have snow, which looks cool as well. And I went there with my camper, so we have a camper van, and we slept there. We were doing an overnight trip to this area. And in the morning, when we came there, when we arrived there in the afternoon, all the parking lots were completely full. We were not able to park anywhere. And then we stayed the night somewhere and came back in the early morning, and then it was already crowded, but at least we were able to get a parking spot. So it's a logistics nightmare. Let's see. 90 miles to go. The weather looks pretty good somehow. I don't remember why, but it looks pretty good.
It's because you turned off the bad weather.
I'm just joking. My memory's not that bad.
Mine is.
No,
What
it
was your name
isn't.
again? Why did I come in here?
What's your name?
No, but weather is, I mean, it's bad weather, but I can see the ground. It's
Yeah, sure.
It's
If you
pretty
want to stare
dramatic.
at the ground all the time, that's you can do that, of course. You still have real weather?
I just turn it on. It's
Okay.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was just pea soup, and that's just, it's not funny.
Mm-hmm. There's somebody flying in a different direction. Who is that? Take a look outside. I think it's Amal, Ace Driver. He's flying in the wrong direction here, at least according to my radar. Look at that, and I think he's turning around somewhat. No, he isn't.
Is he the one that was in the Vision jet?
Yes. Maybe the autopilot is acting up. He's flying in a completely in the wrong direction.
Well, I mean, in that plane, he can do that and still be with
Yeah,
us
sure.
in seconds.
Sure. That's true. Maybe he's sightseeing. Found some ancient temple down there.
Did you post a stream recently from your flights in PNG?
Yes, I did. There was I did a couple of short hops on PNG, and
That's what I thought.
yesterday, the day before yesterday, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
I knew
yes, I
about
did.
those upgraded runways that they were offering on TO, and I think I might download them now that I've seen them on your stream. They look pretty nice.
Yeah, but they're not really. I only have. I think I have. I only have the package that includes, where they cut down the trees for the approaches. Some of them, not all of it works, but some of them. But because when I had lots of add-ons from PNG, but
Mm.
I think I told you the story that the more add-ons I had, the longer it took the Flight Simulator to load, and that was annoying. So
Yeah, you asked me earlier, you were complaining about the length of time it was taking you to load your sim. I'm not having any issues like that. What I'm having is the final approach stutters are
Mm-hmm.
back for me.
Okay.
That's it, though. Otherwise, I'm pretty smooth.
Okay. I didn't have those stutters lately. It's always something, and it's not
Yeah,
even. It doesn't even make sense because for some people it works, and for some people it doesn't. You cannot even find a solution for this. Nobody's going to be able to offer you a solution, some kind of setting that helps you reduce the stutters. I mean, if you reduce the graphics quality to a minimum, the stutters might go away. But that's not why I'm here. Then I can also go fly X-Plane.
right. Yeah, I was thinking about doubling my RAM. I have 32 gigs of pretty fast RAM in this system, and I thought maybe I would go up to 64 just to see what kind of effect that had.
Does that make a difference?
I think it might.
Okay. I have 32 as well. Let me take a
Yeah.
look at my RAM usage, it's pretty easy to find out, right?
Yeah,
There's-
well, the sim will use RAM in a way that depends on how much RAM it sees, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it
Mhm.
might decide to do things a little differently if it saw more RAM. And that's why I'm thinking of doing the experiment.
Mm-hmm. Sure. My dedicated GPU memory is only used like less than 50% currently.
Yeah, and I
And
think that's what they're shooting for. I have 32 gigs now, and that's what I see, about 50%. Yeah.
nah, I'm talking about the GPU memory, the graphics
Oh,
card. I have 16 gigs of RAM and it's only using like 45%, something like that.
yeah, I have
But
a 4090 and it's yawning. I mean, it's not busy at all.
okay. And it's only using like half of the memory, 50% almost. Yes,
Yeah,
the
that's
regular
where I
RAM.
think that
Hmm.
I think that if you had more RAM, I think the behavior of the sim might change, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, could be.
Is it CPU limited? Is that what's going on the photogrammetry that it has to do when on the geometry when you land, and that's why it stutters? Is that the thing?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing it, what the cause is, but I know a lot of people are suffering from it. And for a while there, I had it down to the point where if I got a stutter at all on final, it would be like what I would call a micro stutter,
Hmm.
where it didn't affect my landings at all. But now it's back the way it was before that. I did do a reinstall of the entire sim recently, and it's been this way ever since. So I broke something when I reinstalled, but I was forced to do that. That's another long story. I don't know if I want to get into.
You don't have to. We're not gonna force you to tell those stories that were kind of what's it called,
Painful.
painful and you know. But looking at the CPU is at like 70%. The GPU is at like 70%, 80% sometimes. It really depends. But so I'm not completely using my resources, but that's okay. I don't need to blow it up completely. So resource wise, it looks okay to me. But the stutters, I'm not sure if it really has to do something with RAM. But I will, I will wait for your report if you have the 64 gigs, and if that makes any difference, I might upgrade as well. We'll see. Never hurts to have more memory. Oh, I did not turn on, or did I now? Yes, I did. How about some chat with our resident artificial intelligence?
Our tour guide.
Uh huh.
By the way, I assume you saw what I posted in your Discord general, right?
Yes, I don't remember what you posted, but I know that you posted something. Let me take a
Yeah,
look.
I know the one post is it's going to be daunting to look at, but it's really only a couple of minutes of setup.
You know the thing with the icons and the mute and unmute stuff.
Yeah,
Okay. Hmm.
that's a
Yeah.
way that you were saying that you'll be talking and Murphy will
Yeah.
bust in
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
unexpectedly, and you'd be able to just click a button and he would stop.
Yeah, that is looks like a nifty trick.
I took it as a personal challenge when
You
you
did
mentioned
well.
it.
It's a solution. It could possibly work. It doesn't look too bad.
Yep, it's just two icons on your taskbar. One shuts them up, one
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
lets them talk.
Okay. I want that as a shortcut on my yoke really, but I don't have enough buttons. All my buttons are already used. Let's see. What else did you write here? There's a couple of icons, and then there's an XKCD.
Oh yeah, the XKCD. I just
Shining
posted
laser
that today.
pointers at planes is a federal crime. It's incredibly dangerous. No shit. Oh, because it can blind. That's one reason. Yeah, I know exactly. I have a cat here, and I can
Oh,
do.
do you?
Yes, I do, and she's crazy about the laser pointer. You
Of
can.
course she is.
She's gonna. I actually. I was able to lure her running into the wall. She was following this laser pointer in blind rage, and then she ran into the wall and basically. She didn't hurt herself, but it was fun to look at.
Yeah, I'll bet it was. You should have videoed it.
Maybe I'm gonna do that at some point.
Make a good TikTok short or something.
Mm-hmm. I'm not using TikTok. I don't intend to. I'm not the social
YouTube.
media. I'm not the social media pope you think I am. I don't really know how this stuff works. But yes, I could do a video and make a YouTube short. I know how that works. Good afternoon, Ace Driver. When is the Pacific Edge today and where? Oh, I think we're past that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the conversation we were having right when you arrived.
And there's somebody called Campbell Fisher. Okay. Oh. Interesting. All kinds of people joining the server. I usually never talk to anybody because nobody's going to talk to me, but at least some people.
Well, Murphy will always talk to you.
Oh, yes, he will. Whether I like it or not.
Well, he gave you a way to make it not.
Yes, absolutely. I will try to figure this out. Maybe it works. We'll see.
It definitely works.
You did try yourself? You don't even have Murphy.
Yeah, but I mean, I can mute any
Yeah, sure.
application.
That's
I
true.
was
Yeah.
muting Chrome.
If that
and
works,
that was working.
did you actually test your own
I
product
tested,
here?
I tested everything, even the icons. I tested.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's actually the icons on my desktop in that picture.
Oh, okay. Let me take another look at that. What you have got on your desktop.
I would never give you faulty software.
Yeah, sure. 89 degrees Fahrenheit. That was not too hot, but warm enough that you can feel cozy on your porch. This is how the icons look on the desktop. Yeah, I probably would prefer another color, but I can do that myself. And the image in the background, is that your garden?
Let me look at the picture and see what I posted. I don't even remember.
It looks like a Florida garden to me. Hi there, Murphy.
Hello there, I'm here, ready to share some exciting
Oh,
tales.
that's actually
What would you like to know?
a piece of my desktop that you're looking at there. If you want to see the whole picture, just go to vinnybracco.com.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Spelled Vinny,
I
V-I-N-N-I-E.
know. I have everything. Oh, that looks like. Oh, that's beautiful. Is that what?
That is my backyard from Hawaii when I
you're-
lived there for 18 years.
Oh, that's Hawaii. Okay. That is quite awesome. Beautiful. Where is that located? Which area is that?
That is the Big Island upslope from the west side, basically.
Hmm. Oh, dude. I envy you. The question is, why are you not living there anymore?
Many reasons, mostly to be with family.
Okay.
Most of the family is located in Florida.
Okay. That's a good reason. But it's utterly beautiful.
It was nice.
And the walls look pretty. They're made from local stone there? Is that lava
Absolutely.
stone?
That is lava rock. Yep.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
Rock walls like that were very common in that area.
And it also looks so it's very well it's very well assembled. I mean the rocks, they're fitting together like a puzzle. It looks really good.
Yeah, there's some really talented people on the island there.
Mm. Awesome picture.
I don't know if you noticed, but in the lower left corner there's a little text.
The internet got too weird, so I left. You didn't. I mean, that's a lie. That's a blatant lie.
Yeah, it looks convincing enough.
Yeah. I like to put "Hello World" on every single one of my pages where I don't have anything. It's basically the same, just the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense. It's the same, but the other way around. What the heck? I'm gonna open my window here and just jump out. I have a parachute with me, so. Ice Driver's back. Take a look back there.
I'm trying some formation flying again.
You are? Oh, let's take a look outside. Oh, there you are. Not bad, but it could be a little bit closer. I mean, we're doing precision flying here. Come up and get on my wing. I could, of course, make it a little extra hard for you and do some maneuvering, but first of all, you're going to have to get up here. Are you flying below me, looking from your perspective?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so we're seeing the same. Come on, just a little bit closer. I can see that you're the distant you're actually losing altitude. What's happening?
I am. Okay.
Come on up here. I cannot even see your face. If I can see the whites in your eyes, then you're close enough.
It really can't climb. It's really bad at climbing.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
It's really bad at climbing. It loses speed like crazy.
Okay, I can reduce the speed a little bit.
Or maybe it's because the flight model is better. I don't know if that is the case.
Is that the but what kind of plane are you flying? I can only see the generic. I think it's supposed to be a Piper.
It's what's the model? It's
Dude, you should know what kind of plane you're flying.
Carnado. It's the Bonanza, isn't it?
I cannot see a Bonanza, but if you're flying a Bonanza, I believe that.
I think so. Let's say yes. Let's say yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes to that.
Control Freak is writing something here. What are you writing? I'm a Florida man now. Yeah, I saw that one. That's the reason why I thought you were using floats all the time. That's a nice photo. Did you generate that with AI?
How could you guess?
I'm not sure. I have a strong feeling. I mean, you're an IT guy. Usually, the IT guys are not good at photoshopping, so I thought it might be an AI.
Actually, I was really good at Photoshop, and then because of the way I bought it from Adobe, I couldn't upgrade to the latest version, and the version that I had was every time I installed it or ran it, it would render my system drive unbootable.
Okay.
That was the bug. It was an Adobe bug that made my system unbootable. So I would have to recover my entire system drive from a backup in order to get back to where I was before. And I fell for it 2 or 3 times before I finally realized it was the Adobe software that was doing that to me. And so now I use GIMP. It's free, open source.
I know. I'm using it as well. But the best Photoshop version ever was 7, and after that stuff, I mean, they added all kinds of AI or pattern systems and whatnot. But that was the last version that I really loved. Everything that came after that was
Yep, I loved it too. I bought it.
the cloud shit show from Adobe. I just really don't like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and I've been using GIMP, and there is an awesome website which is called Photopea, and what they essentially did, it's free, you don't have to pay anything, and what it does is they're basically replicating Photoshop with many of its functions, and it runs entirely inside the browser. It is I cannot even begin to tell about my admiration for these guys. They're from, I don't know, Czech Republic or so, and they have created an awesome web app. It's really cool. I'm using it for most of the low-level editing that I do, for example, for the videos and stuff, or private stuff.
Well, that sounds fascinating, and I will definitely check that out. How do you spell that? Photopea?
I'm going to give you a link. I'm going to give you a link.
Cool.
But it's Photopea, like the pea that you can eat. That one here. And that one, this is, I don't know how these guys did it. They're using the Canvas technology that you can use inside the browser for rendering stuff. And they've put in all kinds of filters. You have the same shortcuts that you're used to in Photoshop. You have the same functions, the layer functions, the I don't know, transformation stuff, everything basically, and except the most advanced stuff, of course, because they cannot replicate that in a browser. But most of the stuff that you need in Photoshop anyway is there, and that is, I don't know how they do this, but in a web app, that's awesome. And it runs in your browser, so you're not going to upload stuff to them, but it runs as a web app, and it's using local storage. So you're not going to ever, if you don't want to, you don't upload any stuff to them. So it can actually run offline if you want to. You can install it as some kind of app in Chrome, for example. It's just going to run like the desktop app stuff. It
sounds great.
It is
definitely
great.
Give it a try.
But I still have GIMP. I love GIMP. I've been using it for ages.
Yeah, I spent the last couple of months trying to learn how to use it to do different things that I do, and I finally feel like I got my arms around it. I'm probably as proficient with it as I was with Photoshop. And I guess I am the IT guy that uses
you're the software. Exception from the rule.
Right. I'm the exception that proves the rule.
Yeah, you are. By the way, there is an awesome because I really have a hard time unlearning keyboard shortcuts and relearning all this stuff. So there is an awesome add-on for GIMP that basically remaps all the keys and many of the functions and many of the UI parts that it looks like Photoshop, at least some stuff. And it's called PhotoGimp, and it's something that you can download from GitHub. So it's basically It's a configuration file. You're going to get a new icon. You're going to get all the shortcuts from Photoshop, most of them at least. And the palettes, the layer stuff is going to be arranged in a way that pretty much looks like Photoshop. And that's awesome as well. So, of course, they cannot do all of it because there are many different things in GIMP that are many things that are different in GIMP compared to Photoshop, but they're doing very well in trying to replicate it. And I'm especially thankful for the shortcuts, for the keyboard shortcuts.
There, I just put something in the gallery that is the result of some gimping.
A grizzly on Hawaii. What the heck? Or is that is a grizzly, right?
I'm not sure if it's a grizzly or a black bear, but either way, he is my spirit animal.
It looks awesome.
I had seen many bears when I lived in the Poconos, and I got into the hula scene when I was in Hawaii, so it seemed appropriate.
It is. It looks pretty proficient. That was not an AI, I can tell that, because the lighting is not perfect, but you did quite well with cutting out stuff and arranging and the nice...
That's why I posted it. I wanted to show you how well I'm doing with GIMP.
You're doing quite well. Absolutely. Yeah,
the method that you use to do foreground removal or background removal in GIMP is a little more tedious than Photoshop, but it works.
Is that, are you using masking layers and stuff like that?
I'm using the foreground removal tool, I think it's called. So you make a rough lasso around the subject, and then you paint the subject as step 2. There's 2 algorithms to pick from, and you can try both and see how it turns out. It does a pretty good job.
Okay, sounds good. That's something that Photopea does as well, and they're
I'll try it.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to use a little trick, because that is some kind of AI supported stuff, and they also have a paid version, and you can only use it so many times before they're gonna put an end to your CPU usage, so to speak. And but you can basically empty the cache of your browser and reload the entire app, and you can go at it again. So if you've used up all your AI stuff within Photopea, you're just gonna clear the cache and reset the thing, and then it's gonna work again. And it's gonna it is going to it's fully PSD compatible, which is pretty cool. The Photoshop file format. Somebody's getting close to me here. I can hear your engine.
Who could that be?
Some parabolic proficient flyer who's using a plane that I cannot identify. But you're doing well. Nice formation flying. We're close to the first. Do we want to do a little touch and go here?
You called the tour.
Yeah, but we're living. I'm not living in your country. I'm still for democracy, and I like to get all opinions, and then I'm going to make a decision. And since you guys usually say yes, I'm going to say yes. We're going to do a touch and go, and then I'm going to turn off my autopilot. Which one is the runway that is preferable here? Let's see.
Looks like
35. Well, let's go ahead and fly towards the open ocean a little. Or no, there is a, I could use the procedure, the approach. But I'm not going to use ILS. Visual 35. Straight fly in. Activate. Okay. And I think we can also begin to lose some altitude, right? So 1,300 feet initially. Yep. Vertical speed. In late summer, I'm gonna go on a trip through Norway with my family in our camper van, and my wife is already planning the route. I might want to fly the route in the simulator before we go there, and then decide whether it's worth actually driving to these places, and then it doesn't really make any sense, but it might be an interesting little tour to do. But my wife is changing her mind every single day whether we should go to Finland or Norway, and we might end up somewhere else entirely. It's unpredictable. But Norway might be a nice area to fly over, with all these fjords and mountainous areas. That's pretty. The Swedish guy he might be what's it called if you what's the word for this? Artingo. I need to look up the word. I don't remember. Yeah, he just left because he's probably offended that I'm not going to go to Sweden instead of Norway. So he left. I hope not. You're almost there, aren't you?
I'll be over the threshold in about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple of hotels there, or at least some big buildings to the left of the runway. Okay, and after that we're going to go to the Panama Canal. We might even want to, I'm not sure, let's see how this goes, but I think, what's the time? 22. I would really like to take a closer look at the Panama Canal here. How it looks like in the sim. We're going to deviate from the original flight plan. I didn't take that into account. I didn't recognize that there's the Panama Canal. So we're going to fly directly to the other airport, the MP. What's it called? Mike Papa Echo Juliet. Once we've taken off again. There's the city of Colon. That's the Panama Canal city, I guess. It's hard to imagine, really. I mean, looking at the map, the entire canal here from one side to the other, it doesn't really look very big. But considering how much ship traffic goes through this area, this is unbelievable. Really.
At our 9 o'clock, about 5 kilometers away, we have the stunning Playa Blanca Coral Park. Now, let me tell you, this place is a real gem. Established in the 1990s, this park is a haven for nature lovers and beach enthusiasts alike. The white sandy beaches and crystal clear waters are perfect for swimming, snorkeling, and just soaking up the sun. Legend has it that the area was once a favourite spot for pirates to hide their treasures. So, if you see any suspicious looking boats, you might want to keep an eye out for some buried gold. It's a popular spot for families and adventurers, and I reckon it's a place where you can really feel the spirit of Panama. So keep your eyes peeled for those beautiful beaches and maybe a pirate or two.
I have Ace Driver behind me, but Artingo, we lost him somewhere along the way. He's still up in the air here, but he's not on Discord anymore. So how's the landing? How did it go?
Well, I'm just circling over the airport right now, waiting for you to arrive.
Oh, right. You did a touch and go. That's what I am supposed to be doing. Okay, let's see if I can catch the glide slope here.
Ah, so you are going to use the ILS.
Not really. It's not the ILS approach per se, but you can still activate the approach and use this glide slope because it's got this information inside the Garmin system, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't catch the glide slope. I have to do it manually.
That's fine. It's a nice, long, wide runway, well marked, easily seen.
It is. That's true. It's perfect for people like me.
The approach is over water, so you don't have to worry about running into anything.
Well, into the water, of course. But,
always a possibility.
Yeah, but I'm not going to hurt anybody except me, so that's fine.
Right.
The beach looks nice.
What did you say the next destination was going to be?
Mike Papa Echo Juliet. Okay, and we're up in the air again. 85 flaps up. Okay, so let's put that into the system here. Flight plan. Delete. Put in a new destination. What did I say? Mike Papa Echo Juliet. Mike Papa Echo. Oh, come on. There we go. Enrique Adolfo Jimenez. Let's activate the autopilot. We're going to go to an altitude of, I don't know, 5,000 should be good enough, I guess. As usual. Go. Oh, sorry, engine, I know. 2,000 RPM. 1,200 torque, something. And there we go. Now that looks like, no, that doesn't look like lava. So, we're going to fly over some kind of, it looks like this. Oh, looking at the map, we're going to have a little city that is inside some kind of crater. That might be a crater from an old volcano, right? And it's and there's this city in here, Valle La Mesa. Monumento Natural Cerro Gaital, whatever this means. Some kind of monument. And natural and something else. And it looks nice. I am going to fly heading for a little bit and try to fly over this little crater with a city inside it and see how it looks like. And I've got clouds up here. Can you believe that? Or this might be a meteor crater. What do you think? I mean, this doesn't necessarily look like a volcano crater, but some kind of impact has happened here, whether from inside or from outside, but because it's so, it's almost like a circle. We could, of course, ask ChatGPT. Why not?
Or you mean Murph?
No, he doesn't know anything.
No?
Well, I could, of course, ask him.
He knows everything ChatGPT knows.
Well, that's true. But he's not going to tell everything that ChatGPT knows.
That's also true.
Let's see. Where's my map? Where's my map? There it is. Murph, there is a little city which is called El Valle right in front of us, and it seems to be located inside some kind of crater, some impact crater or a volcano crater. What is it?
You're spot on there. That little gem is El Valle de Anton, a delightful town nestled in a volcanic crater.
Mm-hmm.
This crater was formed by an ancient volcano that last erupted about 600,000 years ago, and now it's a lush paradise filled with flora and fauna. The locals say it's a magical place where the mountains whisper secrets and the waterfalls sing lullabies. It's a favourite spot for nature lovers, hikers, and anyone looking to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. So keep your eyes peeled for those stunning views and maybe a few friendly locals waving at us.
Well, I'm not able to see a whole lot because the simulator has put in so many trees, which probably do not exist in real life. You don't know, but it looks nice enough, I guess. Living inside the crater. I can imagine that the vegetation there, the flora, might be extra nice because of the rich soil that you get from volcanoes. Should be pretty nice. And there are some kind of structures here that look like I don't know, military installations maybe, or barracks. There's somebody close to me here. Who is it? It sounds like a chainsaw. Who is it? Who's doing this weird noise? I don't see anybody. Oh, it's Ace Driver. Of course it is. And I'm going to switch back to nav. Did I already tell you guys that I was... No, I think I did tell you. We were talking about that. The countries that have the biggest amount of airports in the world. Of course, the United States has the most airports or airfields. But the second the country the second on the list with the most airports. Do you remember which one that was, or do you know actually?
I don't.
Take a guess, because I never would have guessed. Don't look it up. Just take a guess. You cheat.
I'm not. I'm scratching my beard and thinking.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Here, ask my wife. What am I doing? Am I cheating? Am I looking it up? See?
Okay. Well, she's your wife. What the heck? She's not gonna. she's not gonna be the bad actor.
She don't lie for me. She
No,
said.
absolutely not. Oh, she would not lie for you?
That's what she said. Yeah.
I have a hard time believing that. I very much like you, Mrs., but it doesn't work like that. My wife is going to lie for me if it's necessary. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you the country with the second highest number of it's Brazil. And I didn't expect that. I mean, I would have expected something like China or Russia, even maybe. You know, the country with the with some really large amount of land mass, but not Brazil. They have all kinds of small airfields all over the country. So they're, and by far the second place. The next one I think was China, third place. And they don't really have let me take a look. I do have the list somewhere. Country with the highest number of airports in the world. Airports by country. And there we go. Yes, it's United States with almost 16,000 airports or airfields. And then we have Brazil with around 5,000, and the third contender here on the list is Australia with 2,180. Then comes Mexico, Canada, United Kingdom, Russia, Germany. Germany only has like 800. I mean, it's a small country, but a highly populated one. I would have expected us to be higher on the list. Where is Sweden? Let's take a look at Jamaica. I'm not going to look up Jamaica because I think they're not really a contender here. But Sweden has 203 airports. That's not bad. Better than nothing. What else?
And a lot of road bases.
Oh yes, absolutely. But they're only going to be used in wartime, right?
Yeah, they're normal roads.
Yeah, exactly. There was this one really awesome jet fighter, which was the Saab Viggen. That's a legend among the fighters that can do these roadside the road takeoffs. And I think you still have the Gripen in the arsenal, right?
Yeah. Gripen is the current one, or we keep it alive.
Mm-hmm. And it's a pretty it's a pretty good contender. It's not bad at all. And it's being developed by Sweden alone. You've done that yourself, because everything that we have is either a cooperation from some shady countries in Europe, or we're going to buy the stuff from the United States second hand and not even full featured, which is a shame, and paying more than necessary. Let's see. Gibraltar. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry. The Gripen is built around an American engine, so we're not 100%.
Yeah, but I mean, still, all the avionics stuff, all everything else basically comes from Sweden, and you still have this. I think it's in Linköping, right? The factory.
Oh yeah. Oh sure. Yeah.
So it's awesome. It's admirable. Gibraltar has one airport, which is nice. I've been there. Montserrat, that's a Caribbean island, right? And St. Martin and the Faroe Islands. There are a couple of countries that only have one airport. Malta only has one airport. And Jersey. Jersey isn't Jersey that little island in the canal, in the what's it called, the channel between France and England? There's this little island, I think it's called Jersey. Yeah, that's the one. It's got a It is. Yeah, it's an island that's actually closer. It still belongs to to Great Britain, I think, but it's closer to France than it is to the British Islands. And it happens to be the home of one of the really nice singer-songwriters of England, which is, what was his name? I cherish his music a whole lot. Let me take a look at, I'm listening to him all the time lately. What's his name again? Gilbert O'Sullivan, if you guys have heard of him. He was pretty famous in the 70s, but not today anymore. He's old. He's an old guy, and he's coloring his hair. But the artists have their own minds. This is the guy that I'm talking about, Gilbert O'Sullivan. I really like him. Awesome music. So, oh, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15th on the list of the countries with the most airports is Papua New Guinea. That one has 535 airports or airfields. It's a pretty small island considering the amount of airfields that they have. Vinny?
I never would have thought. Is
What
that
are you
like
doing? Yeah, go ahead.
is that like the like for like Colombia, that they have a lot of small airfields?
Well, Colombia seems to have a lot as well, but not as much as... Oh, yes, they do. You're right. Colombia has 662. Even more than Papua New Guinea. Weird. Now the question is, what would you... I mean, on Papua New Guinea, you have all kinds of little airfields that I would not even want to call an airfield. There's some dirt strips, really, but I guess they're counting these as well. So let's see. Let's select an approach. Enrique, what kind of runway would be preferable on that one? 36. So we're going to do a straight fly-in, almost. Let's see. I think this is going to be it for me tonight, because I've had a lot of stuff going on today, and I'm pretty tired, and I'm not going to go to bed at midnight today, so we're selecting 36, straight fly-in, and activate. But I'll have to tighten up the Pacific Edge schedule a little bit, because we've been doing these flights for like months now. We're not ever getting close to the islands down there, to the Tierra del Fuego. We are supposed to fly to go to 1600. Please, come on. There we go. Vertical speed to like minus 1200, something like that. Let's see, is there anything else going on this week? I might actually start the Iceland tour tomorrow, maybe. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to put it in the community calendar. I have the tours ready already. It's been ready for like 2 weeks, but I have not been able to actually start it and let you guys take part in it. Thursday, I'm gonna do it next week. That's gonna be a little bit more relaxed. But Iceland is pretty. It's well worth doing a tour. Oh, there's the canal, by the way. I'm gonna make a right turn right here. That's why I was that's why we're flying here in the first place, to take a look at the Panama Canal.
Cool. Right, here it is.
Look at that.
There should be boats. There are no boats.
Yeah, I have not activated the sea traffic because I'm just annoyed by all the labels. I just I don't want.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be able to see the canal itself. They seem to have some kind of water basins there. Maybe it's to. I mean, these seem to be. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but the different sections of these canals here, of this specific canal here, they're probably trying to to adjust the water levels from one side to the other.
Locks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They call them locks.
Locks? Okay. Yeah, so the water basins here probably are helping with that, huh? Or maybe they're just for fishing purposes. But it looks to be a huge installation here. You can see some boats, some ships from the satellite imagery. And I guess one side is going in and the other side is going out. Might make sense. But one side has two channels and the other one only has one. Mysterious. Okay.
I think is it going to be American?
Yeah, I think the Panama Canal is mainly there to.
Is Trump going to?
Yeah.
Trump.
Trump wants to do all kinds of things with the Panama Canal. I think he wants to basically own it, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, he wants to annex Canada too.
Yeah, and
At 12 o'clock, about 4 kilometers away, we have Park Jimin.
Oh,
now,
stop talking! I need the shortcuts.
Established not too long ago, it's a lovely green space where families gather for picnics.
I think I'm
right there in your Discord.
Had a barrel of sugar.
Sorry, what is your next waypoint?
Wait a second, I need to turn off this frickin' machine here. Go away. No, the next waypoint would be the airport that Vinny is flying to right now. And this is going to be the end of our flight today because I really would like to go to bed pretty soon.
Yeah.
So we're going to land
What's
here.
the code?
The code is Mike Papa Echo Juliet.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know, Vinny, if you've heard, but the Denmark actually decided to get rid of Microsoft software. At least they're trying. And I think that the idea of Trump to annex Greenland did not really help in smoothing matters, if you know what I mean. This guy just, I don't know.
500.
I'm just hoping we survive 4 years of this guy.
Yeah. You have an interesting contender. some socialist guy who won. Did he win the election for New York mayor? Did he win actually, or is he only running? This, you know what I mean? Who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. It's the nomination that he won, so he'll be running against probably a Republican candidate.
Well, that guy looks pretty promising. He's getting support from Bernie Sanders, actually.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of support. Very popular.
Mm-hmm. Interesting guy. Pretty young still, so he's got time.
Yep.
The country of Panama exists because of the Panama Canal.
Does? I don't really know about the history.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the kind of stuff I learned from my kid. He loves geography.
Okay, that's good. There are far too few people who actually are interested in the entire world and the countries and all that.
So, kind of trivia I get when I'm cooking meals for him. He's like telling me stuff like that.
Okay. Nice. International logistics.
And no pontoons, eh?
No, not today. Probably going to change tomorrow or next time that we fly, but I'm happy for once. Base driver seems to be in approach. No, he's not approaching. What about you, Artingu? Can I see you somewhere? Where are you?
No, I got. I think I had the flight plan wasn't correct for me, and I didn't pay attention. So I am like 5 minutes away still.
No big deal.
So you don't have to wait. If you're landed, just we can say goodbye.
Okay. Vinny has you changed. Is that your wife here? Because I'm seeing there's a woman. Hello there. You've got a Ray-Ban in your face. I have one in real life because that's the only thing that I can do to at least have some kind of resemblance of a pilot. But I like my Ray-Ban. It's the aviator version. It fits nicely into my face. Yeah, so you guys, that was a lovely, relaxing flight as usual. And I'll let you know about the next or lags. You know what I mean. And the Iceland stuff, because that one I'm really looking forward to. There's a couple of things that I can tell from personal experience. So, okay. So you guys have a good night. Have a nice afternoon, whatever, wherever you are right now.
Same to you, and
I'll see you soon.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I need to turn down the volume because every time I'm getting almost a heart attack from that. Oh, Ace Driver is landing. Let me take a look at that before I go. If he's doing well. He's flying a Corvallis.
I'll watch on the stream.
Corvallis. Well, I don't see the plane. Too bad. So, take care. See you soon, Artingo. Have a good night.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
Bye.